Your attitude, not your aptitude, defines your altitude. This is a wonderful quote by one of the most famous writers, Zig Ziglar, and it's going to be the main topic of the video of today. You can be wearing the Chanel No. 5, which is one of the most amazing perfumes worldwide and is very expensive to many people. You can be wearing the best lipstick. You can be wearing makeup of Chanel. You can have the most expensive clothing when you go to your assessment day or open day. But if you don't have the right attitude, I'm sorry, guys, you are going to go home. The main reason why I do this video is because lately I have been facing quite a lot of people, candidates, followers, and even comments from people who do not follow me and my trajectory. And even they go to the interviews by just expecting to be hired because of the way they look and their resumes. I am sorry, I'm going to be brutally honest with you today. It's not about your resume. It's not about how many years in customer service you have. It's not how many hotels, 5-star hotels you have worked for. It's not how many airlines you've been purser at. It's not the money you spend on your clothing. It's actually the attitude you have towards people and the way you conduct yourself. This is what I like to call personal image. This is what I mean to say to you when I speak about personal image. The brand you are representing is yourself. Sometimes we tend to overlook that people are actually seeing us and understanding us and even making a criteria of us because we are assuming that by wearing certain clothes, doing certain things, and counting on X amount of years in experience that is suitable for the role of the cabin crew position, we are assuming we're going to get hired. And people who fall asleep, if you want to call it, in assumptions, people who take for granted that the way they speak matters nothing because of their resumes, people that disregard the way they treat others because of their clothing, the brands they're wearing. It's just the people that understand nothing about what is expected from them in an interview process. Luckily for you, I am someone who likes to speak up in a very direct and yet gentle and politically correct manner, because I am the one who is bringing light to assumptions. Don't assume anything. One of the things, one of the largest and the biggest mistakes in aviation is to assume. Assume that your colleague is going to call if something happens in the cabin. Assume that that smoke in the galley has nothing to do with a potential hazard. Well, assumption is lethal, guys. Assumption is hazardous. And when it comes to interviews, assuming that you have it all and you take the outcome for granted will make you go home, will make you get immediately rejected. Why is that? Simply because you are overlooking what is extremely important. I have done a wonderful already video introduction, and let's get started, shall we? If you're new here, hello guys. Hello crew, how are you? If you're new here, my name is Jamila. I am your recruitment bestie, as I would like you to remember me. And I have flown for many years for Emirates Airlines as a cabin crew member. I started my career a long time ago, and around 10 years afterwards of being a cabin crew member, I decided to intentionally transition into being a recruitment advisor. Nowadays, I have been doing this for already 3.5 years, actively speaking, although I started this coaching and also recruitment advisor back in the days, like 16 years plus back in the days, by guiding aspirants, cabin crew aspirants, pilots as well, in their journey to become and spread their wings, become that thing they wanted to become, pilots in command, and of course, ground staff and cabin crew members. I myself took the opportunity and had the opportunity to spread my wings in Emirates, as I mentioned. And in this video, I want to highlight something that is extremely overlooked. But before I move on with speaking a little bit further from what I have already spoken in the introduction, I would like to invite you to please subscribe and help us grow, and shall we take off together? And if you agree on taking off together, come over, yalla, and subscribe. You're helping us grow, and therefore we can bring you more frequently the videos over here. Now, something that is extremely important is the way you speak to people, the way you conduct yourself, and the way you interact with other humans is crucial. People tend to assume that for clothing brands, wearing clothing brands, for having a wonderful curriculum vitae when it comes to work experience, they can overlook the human side. And the human side is, unfortunately, for those people who assume that, is the mostly important characteristic we seek in an ideal cabin crew or aviation candidate, and in general in life we want to see real human connection. So what normally happens is that quite a lot of people tend to react in a way that they already think that their golden call or the job offer is granted just because of what they have to bring to the table. But let's picture this. You have candidate A who has 3 years of customer service experience, who is well dressed and everything, but has the attitude that lights the world. So basically, when this candidate opens the door, you feel inspired. You see that they are genuinely interacting with other candidates as well as with us and with other people around. For example, hotel staff, they give them a hand, they help them out if they see them struggling. And yet you think that perhaps for having 3 years of customer service experience with some gaps in between, they're not qualified for. And then you have candidate B, who has 15 years of customer service experience. They started their journey earlier on in their careers. Even they did internships in extremely well-known and renowned companies. Therefore, they have built a wonderful curriculum vitae. But when you see and when you observe them interacting with other colleagues and even interacting with people around them, you see that they show and display a sense of overconfidence. This confidence that was not built out of genuine understanding and self-awareness, but it was built due to the feeling of I am on top of other people. I am over them because I have more experience than them. I have a better understanding of what is customer service and what is luxury hospitality experience because I worked a lot more in the field. In your opinion, who is going to potentially get the job? The person who has a few gaps in the resume and has shorter work experience in customer service, who has a wonderful personality, attitude towards people, and who is eager to continue learning and continue expanding due to their curiosity, or the person who has already built a career in customer service and hospitality that is also displaying a sense of I know it all, I don't need to be told what to do, and I know everything that is expected from me because just my resume speaks by itself and I need to learn nothing. So I'm completely close to a new interaction. I talk to people because from a higher perspective or from a higher point of view with an altitude that they cannot even come or get close to because I have already been long time before where they aim to be. This kind of attitude of overconfidence, who do you think is going to get the job? Now, if you have been following me for quite a while, you know that I aim to be as human as I possibly can, even when we are more than 60,000 people in between the different social media platforms. But my goal, especially while bringing our team together to bring you a more personalized experience as user and even as follower, I aim to let you know that how you treat other people, how you interact with other people will definitely have an impact both on your personal life as well as in your professional life. Imagine if we hire a person, a candidate who brings a sense of I know it all, I am overconfident because I have already been even in the aviation industry or even in the hospitality industry for quite a while, so there's nothing I can learn. Imagine if we put him or her on board with this sense of superiority, with this sense of I cannot be I cannot connect with another human being from a heart to heart perspective. And yes, I know that you have to show professionalism and a sense of authority, but authority doesn't mean being there with a superiority that nobody can reach you, that nobody feels inspired or feels the trust that they need as passengers to feel with you, because you have already let the passengers know that you are in another altitude. They cannot connect, they should not ever reach you, they should not ever try to interact with you because you are in another level. Now, by engaging, by interacting, by connecting from a human perspective, like candidate A would do, because of their sense of understanding that he doesn't or she doesn't know it all. He has way too many things to still learn. And by being harmoniously confident, we are going to understand that this candidate A, is suitable for the cabin crew position in this case. The reason why is because we want to see a sense of humility, a sense of self-awareness, and a sense as well of deep hunger for growth, learning, and expansion. And candidate A showcasing a really good understanding of human connection by providing and putting this personality at the service of the airline and even at the service of the role. He already understood that he is the suitable candidate to inspire trust, to inspire real human interaction. Therefore, God forbid it happens, but I always like to bring these kind of examples during my mentorship program. Who do you think that the passengers will listen to after seeing them performing on board? Do you think candidate A will grab the attention of passengers in case of a potential emergency? Or do you think candidate B, with a sense of superiority, is going to inspire passengers to follow them in a potential evacuation? Let me be clear with this. If you don't connect, if you don't show you can inspire people and have the trust of your passengers, unfortunately speaking, you have a way to go. You still have work to do on yourself. And we are going to be very specific as recruiters on the words you use, on the tone of voice, as well as on your body language, the non-verbal cues. Therefore, be very intentional when you go and prepare your interviews. Be extremely specific when you create the strategy for your interview, because we are going to take into consideration way too many more indicators you're not even aware of. Therefore, I hope this video has brought some clarity to many of you. And guys, be at your very best. Prepare your attitude in order to take off in high altitude. Hope to meet you soon in the next upcoming videos, and stay tuned. Mwah. Wonderful afternoon, day, and evening to all of you.